So we are headed down, Bruno in tow, and we're gonna give our doorman his table. Dustin worked so hard on, and we hope he likes it. I'm gonna try to capture a quick reaction without like having the camera in his face. Roll it out. Merry Christmas. They were there gawking over it in the lobby. I'm like, that's Miguel's.
Yeah. They were like, they want one now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, this is for Miguel.
I'm seeing better than what I thought, be honest.
He definitely did a better job than ours. I will say that.
It's an improvement. There's still a couple of things that, like, I just noticed.
It's yours. I've been looking at it for a week. What a good boy. Closet.
My closet.
Oh, because you knew I wasn't going in there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
For my gouache.
It's just 15 sheets.
15?
It's a good start. Mm-hmm, they're thick.
They thick.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Nice beard.
Well, thank you. I grew it myself.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So it's been a little bit, it's been several hours later, so I figured I would come back and recap. Obviously, Dustin and I took the coffee table out to his client. We came back in, did a little bit of tidying, had a meal together, and then we did our own respective like shower, grooming routines. I spoke to some family and friends, and then we decided to kind of tuck in and watch our favorite holiday movie, which is Love Actually. We've been watching it for years now, and it just always hits us in the feels in just the right way, and it did not disappoint. So with that said, I once again want to thank you all for joining me for Vlogmas. All of these hours I've put into this content has really meant a lot to me, and I hope it's meant the same to you. If you were someone that has just found my channel after all this time, thank you so much for subscribing. I've definitely lost a ton of subscribers along this journey, and I think at first it kind of offended me, and now I'm in a place where I'm like, that's fine. You know, I was maybe a part of their journey when they were first building their shop or learning how to manufacture enamel pins or how to draw and procreate for the first time, and maybe they have grown away from that and they have grown away from me, and that is perfectly fine. Again, we're all human, and the last thing I'm here to do is to guilt anyone. I just want people here who want to be here. So if you are still here, thank you so much. Now, when it comes to the rest of tonight, I realized that the cabin fever is starting to set in, and I kind of need something to keep my brain busy because, of course, once again, with the times, I can get very caught up here, and this is not always a safe space to be. I decided to dig a bit more into my art, and as you all know, my bread and butter is kind of digital art. I've been doing it for about 6 years now, and I think I've gotten fairly good at it, and I think part of my issue is that I try to stick with things that I'm good at, and that is not always a place for growth, right? We need to kind of step out of our comfort zone sometimes and learn to be beginners again. And so I didn't really show too much of it. I probably posted it on Instagram in an image, but Dustin got me a gouache set, and I have been asking for a long time to get a gouache set and a new set of brushes so that I can start to express myself in that medium. He was amazing and went out and went to an art store and asked around and got me a really nice set. He really invested, but a part of me was so afraid to crack it open today because I didn't want to waste waste. I don't know where I get this mindset from, but I didn't want to waste that set. And then it hit me that I actually had a set that I already purchased about a year ago. And so I figured, why don't I just use that one to kind of break into this medium again, and then I can dig into the more expensive set when I feel more comfortable. Okay, so this is the box. It's been a little bit chewed up by Remy, but it's from Mossery, and it was in collaboration with one of my favorite artists, who is Poopikat. That's literally her name. I'm not making that up. It's Poopikat. And I also am a patron of hers on Patreon because I really love her creation style, and she's just very easy to watch and to follow. And I would love to learn how to color in this type of way, which I'll show you some of her work. So this is her art style, and as you can see, it is stunning. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of dig into this set that I bought and just never used. It's been at least a year to kind of get myself started and then get into the more advanced kit. Now, one thing I love about her set with Mossery and this collaboration is that it comes with a lot of practice pages. So she has her art stenciled, and you can just learn how to color it in. So if you don't want to go through all the trouble of like drawing up the perfect anatomy or coming up with a scene, this is a really good way to start. Now, I don't know if she still has this kit available. If I do find the link, I will share it, but the minute I saw it, I had to get it. So she has this practice workbook, also includes some go-to tools that she uses in her art creation process, and I'll show you all that really quickly. So she gives you multiple watercolors. I'm not gonna go through what every single color is, but you can kind of see it on camera. And these are minis, so I feel like they're safe enough just for you to get started, so you don't feel like you're really wasting or messing anything up. She gives you these two huge Posca markers in the colors that you see here. This Pigma brush, which I've used their brushes before in like bullet journaling, and I really enjoy this brand. She also gives you this lead pencil with some extra red leads in here. And I think this may be for any like underwriting or outlining that you may be doing on your characters or your pieces. This beautiful pack of Prisma color pencils, which I'm so excited because all the ones I have, I actually got secondhand, and so it's nice to have a fresh pack of my own. And then finally, this really high quality Winsor & Newton brush that you can obviously use with your paints. And I did misspeak. Poopikat, I don't believe, uses a lot of gouache. I believe she uses mostly watercolors. So I do want to reiterate that. She may use gouache now, but I think in this kit, that's not what you're provided. So just want to correct myself here. And then finally, you have this beautiful journal. And I actually forgot that this was included with it. When I'm telling you, I've had this set for over a year. So I did not go out and buy this just now. I've literally had it forever and just never opened it up. And I wouldn't say this is like a bullet journal because the papers are obviously made for mixed media. So I'm guessing she gives you the practice workbook to get started, but this is the one that you actually paint in. And it is so beautiful. I almost don't want to even paint in it and ruin it, but I love this collaboration. I think she did such a good job. And actually, as an artist, it would be a dream for me to have a collaboration like this. And then here is this included message that she has that says, "Be the moon and inspire people even when you're far from full." And it's from So. Finally, she has this mixed media guidebook where she kind of shows you how she blends and mixes colors. And if you're like me, you feel comfortable with colors, but you know that you have room for improvement. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how much my art style can elevate after I go through this whole practice series. So not telling y'all to go out and buy anything, obviously, but again, I've had this set for a while, and I think if anything, this is a reminder that if you have any art tools, mixed media tools laying around your space, go ahead and crack them open and start creating. Like, the worst you can do is make a mistake, but there was no reason to buy all these things and then hold on to them for years like I have done here. Like, be better than me. And then also another envelope she included that I did not open, and it has 2 art prints, 4 note cards, and 2 sticker sheets. Just wow. Would love to actually get these framed. They are stunning, but 2 beautiful art prints, some stickers, again, in her art style, and then these beautiful note cards. Just like, look how beautiful her art style is. Like, I can totally see her doing a ton of children's book illustrations just based on this art style, which, you know, I'm trying to get into that space myself. So maybe this is a good practice run for me, and maybe it just came at the right time. Now, obviously, you're in a place where you're like, I'm not ready to spend that much on the set, but I do want to dig into more of her art and her creative process, I will also link her Patreon below. She is just so sweet and so friendly. I'm not sure what her lowest tier is, but if it's something that you can afford, I say go ahead and support another artist. So that is it. I rambled for so long. I'm gonna hate myself when it's time to edit this, but I'm going to get all of this together and start creating, and I'll let you all know how I do. If I can time lapse any of it, I will, but I'm just gonna like snuggle up and watch a movie and get creative, because to me that's the best use of this free time away from my 9 to 5. So I'm gonna get to creating some art, and I love and appreciate y'all, and I will check in a bit later. Bye.